8 months after Jamal Khashoggi entered the Saudi consulate in Istanbul, never to be seen again, more chilling details of what's happened to the journalist have been revealed. On Wednesday, the United Nations Special Rapporteur tasked with investigating Khashoggi's murder released her report. In it, quotes from recordings she heard firsthand provided by Turkish intelligence, extracts that are truly gruesome. According to the report, on September 28th, 4 days before Khashoggi was murdered, a security attaché stationed at the consulate telephoned Maher Mutrib, an advisor at the royal court of Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. Mutrib asked the security attaché if Khashoggi, who'd visited the consulate earlier that day, will indeed return on October 2nd.
Yes, we are all shocked. We just spoke. I said, how are you? There isn't anything official, but it's known that he is one of the people sought.
Later that same day, the Saudi Consul General himself, Mohammed al-Utaybi, spoke to another individual known only as AA.
Head of State Security called me, and they have an assignment. They need a person from your protocol for a special and a top secret mission.
The assignment is security related.
Over the next 3 days, at least 2 consular staff traveled to Riyadh to be briefed on the mission before returning back to Istanbul. They were joined separately by the rest of the hit squad, headed by Maher Mutrib. According to the recordings and as reported by the UN official, on Tuesday, October 2nd, 2018, at 1:02 p.m. local time, just minutes before Khashoggi entered the consulate, Mr. Mutrib is heard speaking to Chief Forensic Dr. Salah al-Tubaygi.
Will it be possible to put the trunk in a bag?
No, too heavy.
Tubaygi adds he hopes it'll be an easy job.
Joints will be separated. It is not a problem. The body is heavy. First, I cut on the ground. If we take plastic bags and cut it into pieces, it will be finished. We will wrap each of them. Leather bags.
According to the report, there is a reference made to cutting skin, but no detail is given. A few minutes pass and Mutrib is heard asking,
Has the sacrificial animal arrived?
A voice replies, he's arrived. At 1:15 p.m, as seen in CCTV footage, Khashoggi enters the consulate by himself after leaving his phones with his fiancée, who waits for him outside. Once inside, he appears to have been met by someone he knows, whom he asks about the whereabouts of the Consul General, whose office he's then taken to. According to the recordings, the conversation with Jamal Khashoggi first focuses on his return to Saudi Arabia.
We will have to take you back. There is an order from Interpol. Interpol requested you be sent back. We are coming to get you.
There is no case against me. I've notified some people outside, and they're waiting for me. A driver is waiting for me.
Send a message to your son.
Which son? What should I say to my son?
You will type a message. Let's rehearse. Show us.
What should I say? See you soon? I can't say kidnapping.
Cut it short. Take off your jacket.
How could this happen in an embassy? I will not write anything.
Cut it short.
I will not write anything.
Type it, Mr. Jamal. Hurry up. Help us so that we can help you, because at the end we will take you back to Saudi Arabia, and if you don't help us, you know what will happen at the end. Let this issue find a good end.
After this, Khashoggi notices a towel. He asks,
Are you going to give me drugs?
To which he is told he will be anesthetized. What happens next are believed to be the last moments of Jamal Khashoggi's life, or at least his consciousness, before his body is ultimately dismembered. Did he sleep? Someone is heard asking. He raises his head, says another voice. Keep pushing. Push here. Don't remove your hand. Push it, is the order that's given. The UN rapporteur says Khashoggi could have been injected with a sedative and then suffocated using a plastic bag. There was mention of a rope by the 15-man hit squad, but it couldn't be established if one was used. Sounds of movement and heavy panting could be heard in the remainder of the recordings, as well as the sound of plastic sheets being used to wrap. Turkish intelligence says that its recordings show that a saw was used just minutes after, at 1:39 p.m. But the UN Special Rapporteur and her delegation could not make out the sources of the sounds that they heard. According to the report, only 45 minutes of audio recordings were made available to the UN's investigator. It's believed Turkish intelligence has another 6 hours and 15 minutes of audio evidence that spans several days. Last week, Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, who's widely believed to have given the order to kill Jamal Khashoggi, stated that the case of the murdered journalist was now closed. But 8 months on, the world is still demanding answers and seeking accountability. With each new revelation about the bloody nature of how Khashoggi was murdered is a reminder that the Saudi Crown Prince cannot simply wish away this story. Jamal ElShayyal, Aljazeera.